Polish OOB during the invasion of Poland. In the late 30s, Polish headquarters prepared Plan Zachód, a plan of mobilization of Polish army in case of war with Germany. Earlier, the Poles did not regard the Germans as the main threat. Priority was given to threat from the Soviets. The overall operational plan assumed the creation of 30 infantry divisions, 9 reserve divisions, 11 cavalry brigades, 2 motorized brigades, 3 mountain brigades and a number of smaller units. Most Polish forces were grouped into 6 armies and a number of corps-size operational groups. Later in the course of the war, other operational units were created. Armies. Carpathy Army created on July 11, 1939, under Major General Kazimierz Fabrisi. Armia Carpathy was created after Germany annexed Czechoslovakia and created a puppet state of Slovakia. The main aim of the army was to secure mountain passes in the Carpathians. Initially, the army consisted of 2 improvised mountain brigades and a number of smaller units, but later in the course of war was joined by forces of the withdrawing Armia Kraków, 2nd Mountain Brigade, made of national defense units from Limanowa, Gorlice and Nowy Sacz, as well as Border Defense Corps units from Volhynia. 3rd Mountain Brigade, made of national defense units from Krosno, Sanik, Przemysl and Rzeszów. Carpathian Half Brigade of National Defense, 2nd Regiment of the Border Defense Corps, made of regiments of the Border Defense Corps from the area of Wilno. 1st Motorized Artillery Regiment, 9th Heavy Artillery Regiment. Additionally, mobilization plans called for creation of the Tarnow Group consisting of 22nd Mountain Infantry Division from Przemysl, 38th Infantry Division, created in August 1939 out of Border Defense Corps units from Polskie Voivodeship and Volhynian Voivodeship. Kraków Army created on March 23, 1939, as the main pivot of Polish defense. Its main task was to delay advancing German troops and withdraw eastwards along the northern line of the Carpathians. It consisted of 5 infantry divisions, 1 mountain brigade, 1 motorized cavalry brigade, 1 mountain brigade and 1 cavalry brigade under Gen. Antony Silling. Lublin Army and improvised army created on September 4 from 1 motorized brigade and various smaller units concentrated around Lublin, Sandomierz and Upper Vistula, commanded by M.J. Gen. Tadeusz Piskor. Warsaw Armored Motorized Brigade. Smaller units. Łódź Army created on March 23, 1939, under Gen. Julius Rommel. Armia Łódź was to become a build between armies Kraków and Poznan. However, because of mistakes committed by Gen. Rommel, the army was located too close to the German border and joined fighting from the very beginning of the campaign, which deprived it of any possibilities of cooperation with the surrounding units. It consisted of 4 infantry divisions and 2 cavalry brigades. 2nd Legion's Infantry Division from Kielce, 10th Infantry Division from Łódź, 28th Infantry Division from Lomza, 30th Infantry Division from Kobrin, Kresowa Cavalry Brigade from Brody, Wolinska Cavalry Brigade from Roun, Sieradz National Defense Brigade. Modlin Army created on March 23, 1939, for defensive Warsaw from the north. The army was to defend fortified lines along the border with East Prussia near Marwa, and then retreat towards Nare River. Led by Brig. Gen. Emil Krukowicz Przedrzymirski. Consisted of 2 infantry divisions and 2 cavalry brigades. 8th Infantry Division from Modlin, 20th Infantry Division from Baranowicz, Nowogrodzka Cavalry Brigade from Baranowicz, Mazowiecka Cavalry Brigade from Warsaw, Warsaw National Defense Brigade. Pomorze Army. The army was created on March 23, 1939, to defend Torun and Bydgoszcz and to carry out delaying actions in the so-called Polish Corridor. It was led by Lt. Gen. Władysław Bortnowski and consisted of 5 infantry divisions, 2 National Defense Brigades and 1 cavalry brigade. Poznan Army. The Army of Poznan, led by M.J. Gen. Tadeusz Kozyba, was to provide flanking operations in the Grand Poland and withdraw towards lines of defense along the Warta River. It consisted of 4 infantry divisions and 2 cavalry brigades. 14th Infantry Division from Poznan, 17th Infantry Division from Yezno, 25th Infantry Division from Kalisz, 26th Infantry Division from Skierniewice, Wielkopolska Cavalry Brigade from Poznan, Podolska Cavalry Brigade from Stanislaw. Prusy Army under Gen. Stefan Dabiernicki, created in the summer of 1939 as the main reserve of the Commander-in-Chief. According to the Plan West, it was to be composed of units mobilized as the second and third waves, and its main purpose was to cooperate with the nearby armies Poznan and Kraków. Mobilized into groups. Because of fast German advance, both groups entered combat separately and most units did not reach full mobilization. It consisted of 6 infantry divisions, 1 cavalry brigade and a battalion of tanks. Warsaw Army. For a detailed description of the Warsaw Army operations, see Siege of Warsaw, created on September 10, 1939, from various units in Warsaw and Modlin Fortress area. Initially it consisted of approximately 25 infantry battalions and 40 tanks. Later it was reinforced by forces of Łódź Army and elements of Modlin Army. It was commanded by Col. Walerian C. Zuma, although the nominal commander was Gen. Julius Rommel. Operational groups. Operational Group Warsaw was one of the reserves of the Northern Front of Polish defenses, created on September 1, 1939. According to Plan West, it was supposed to defend the line of the Narew River from Wehrmacht units advancing from East Prussia. Due to rapid German advance, the group withdrew towards the Bug River, and on September 11, Polish Commander-in-Chief Edward Radziwiłł ordered General Wincenty Kowalski, commandant of Operational Group Warsaw, to merge his unit with Northern Front under General Stefan Dabiernicki. It consisted of the following units: 1st Legion's Infantry Division from Wilno, 35th Infantry Division, formed on September 7, 1939, out of units of the Border Defense Corps from northern parts of the Wilno Voivodeship. 41st Infantry Division, formed in September 1939, out of units of the Border Defense Corps. Bartosz-Głowacki, elements of 2nd Regiment of Heavy Artillery. Independent Operational Group Narew consisted of 2 infantry divisions and 2 cavalry brigades. 18th Infantry Division from Lomza, 33rd Infantry Division, formed in late August 1939, out of Border Defense Corps units from the areas of Grodno and Wilno. Podlaska Cavalry Brigade from Białystok. Suwalska Cavalry Brigade from Suwałki and Grodno. Independent Operational Group Polsy Supporting Forces. Air Support Lotnictwo Wojskowe. Naval and River Support Polska Marynarka Widziana.